Corey Taylor, and I want to talk to you about an up-and-coming documentary that I'm producing called Heart of a Diva, the Leona Mitchell Story. You may say, Corey, we know absolutely nothing about opera. I will tell you that in the beginning, when I started this passionate project about opera and about Leona Mitchell, I knew nothing about the world of opera either. But this documentary is going to teach you so much about the world of opera and the arena of opera. Short story, I can remember the first time that I met Leona Mitchell. She was a short, petite lady. I stand around 6'2", and I had no idea that she was opera royalty. As a matter of fact, she spent 18 seasons at the Metropolitan Opera and traveled the world over, and from everything from France, Switzerland, Australia, all different places doing opera. And the thing is that most people don't even know who she is. They don't even know she exists. And I found out also in the midst of me doing this documentary that she also was a little bit of a civil rights fighter, because she wanted to make sure that African-American men and men of color had the opportunity to play those lead roles, like people like Placido Domingo, Luciano Pavarotti. And by the way, if you've heard those names before, then you should also know who Leona Mitchell is, because for most of her tenure at the Metropolitan Opera, she was the female counterpart to Luciano Pavarotti as well as Placido Domingo. So if you've heard of those names, the question is, why have I never heard of Leona Mitchell? Newsflash, because when I found out about Leona Mitchell, I started doing my research because she was such a fascinating person. I realized that there was not a lot of stuff out there about her. Now, I want you to know this, and I've learned some things about opera. There is a lady by the name of Leona Price, and Leona Price is the pinnacle of opera singers. All female opera singers, they want to reach the heights of Leona Price because her voice was so amazing. I've talked to so many different people from the opera world, and they have said to me that if Leona Price is the standard of what opera is, Leona Mitchell came the closest. So my question is, why don't we know more about her? I want to challenge you to do something for me. Please help me finish this documentary. I am trying to raise money to finish it because I believe her story has not been told in the way that it should be told. And here's the reality. Even in her senior years, Leona Mitchell is still able to sing. You know, when I hear her sing, it's like you can hear a lot of opera, but I learned to appreciate opera by listening to Leona Mitchell's voice. So I need your help. I need your help to tell this amazing story about Leona Mitchell, because I've been working on this documentary for some years now, and it is a passion project of mine, and I believe that her story needs to be told. I am doing a fundraiser, and I'm trying to raise the rest of the proceeds to finish this important and groundbreaking documentary. Not only is it going to be about Leona Mitchell, but we're going to peek into the world of opera. It's always been about the elites going to opera and seeing opera, but guess what? Opera is for everyone. It's classical, it's traditional, it's beautiful. So I need your help. Please click the button below and please donate. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you very much. Oh, and watch this little short video clip about her life.
I sang for royalty, sang for 4 presidents, and traveled the world 300 days a year. I sang with legends like Pavarotti and Domingo and Carreras, and I was even featured in some of the most prestigious magazines in the world, like Time Magazine, Life Magazine, and others. And people thought they knew me, but did they really? I mean, they still don't know me.
I, of course, knew the name Leona Mitchell because there's no way that you can be an opera singer and studying in this profession without knowing who some of the greats are. And she was one of the mightiest ones.
There's no voice like Leona Mitchell's voice. There was Leona Price, Grace Bumbury, Martina Arroyo, Shirley Barrett, you know. But when Leona got out and sang, it was so big and luscious.
Because I remember as a young singer hearing her for the first time, and I just sat there and my mouth was open and I just started to weep. It was just such a glorious voice. Even now I hear it and I start to tear up.
She was a great personality on stage, and she had this beautiful, beautiful, voluptuous voice that was like gold or caramel or heavy cream that was just absolutely beautiful.
One of the most beautiful soprano voices I've ever heard, ever. That would just rip your heart out, you know? It was obviously a prodigious technique and a prodigious voice in and of itself, all that she could do. But, you know, when she sang Liu, you just died. When she sang Leonora, you just broke your heart.
she was always so marvelous. She had the most marvelous, exciting, spinning voice with wonderful all through the register. And she looked beautiful on stage, and she had a very sympathetic, warm, but humorous personality. And I enjoyed every minute I worked with her in rehearsal and in performance.
I can remember at 3 or 4 years old, I was looking out the window, it was raining, and something inside of me told me I was going to be this world singer. And I didn't know it would be opera. I didn't know. I just felt something inside of me say that, and that's the real truth. But I remember my elder brothers and sisters, they sang gospel music, and they were called the musical Mitchells. So it was all this music around my home. They were practicing, and he said I was humming around and trying to hum. And the elder brother said, "You can't sing. You just go away. You're too little. You can't sing." And he said, I cried and cried. And he said he thinks that was the moment, probably believe, that I said inside of myself, I'm going to show you I can sing.
I met Leona Mitchell before she got into the profession, really. When she was an apprentice artist in Santa Fe, I would speak to her on occasion. I went to the apprentice scenes at the end of the season, and I noted that this was a talent that was going places.
Each singer gets to a professional level differently. I happened to do all of these competitions and won, and that in turn led me to professional people.
We did concerts in London and Lyon and in France, all over the place.
Carmen was one of the operas that we did together at the Metropolitan, and I remember so well Leona singing the beautiful Micaela's aria. Exquisite voice.
We did a production of Verdi's Ernani with Luciano Pavarotti and Cheryl Mills and Ruggero Raimondi, a sensational cast. And it's a piece in which these three male characters revolve around this one female character. She was wonderful in it.
If we kind of use Leontine Price as, the benchmark, Leona was the closest to Leontine.
A lot of things were happening in my life at the same time. I had to fight that rumor that I was not singing anymore.
Leona Mitchell suffered as an opera singer because she would speak out against racial discrimination, and even specifically towards African American men. Now that worked against her.
I don't think that she got a good, I think she got a raw deal. I think that the Met made a mistake. Because, see, she can still sing today.
It was just a lot of attention being put on me. Are you going to save this repertoire? Are you the next savior for it? Are you the generation? Are you going to be the one? Am I ready for a comeback? Yes.